Okay, so Cookie.fun launched a new dashboard yesterday, and I'm going to cover what it is and share my live feedback as we click around. I'm going to compare it to other existing InfoFi tools, so I have some screenshots here already, and we'll also talk through how it benefits you. So these tools, they are using crypto Twitter's social graph. They are also combining it with some type of on-chain data measurement. So for example, with Kaito, you're connecting it to your wallet. And there also is a staking mechanism if you have the Kaito token. Same with Cookie as well, I believe. And so they put a nice like UX on top of it. And there's 3 different types, maybe 4 if you separate marketers and traders, but 4 types of people that this benefits. So when you're doing this, like creating a UX on top of this social graph and turning it into a marketplace, you're essentially benefiting both brands. So for brands and projects, you're able to track who is contributing to your project and who is an early ambassador or an ambassador with the most mind share or weight. And I think there's also a shift right now where we're seeing this with certain products on the Kaito Earn dashboard, where they're also looking to use these tools as a distribution platform to drive more product usage and also essentially drive app usage or track referrals. So it's moving from top of funnel mindshare to more later stage funnel metrics. For creators, KOLs, yappers, snappers, there's a lot of names for these people now. It is a discovery platform and ultimately a place to get paid to post or get paid to show your loyalty or get paid to use the product. And for marketers like myself or agencies, we actually first started using Kaito last year in 2024 January, and this was before they even came out with the InfoFi narrative. So back then it was a analytics tool for hedge funds, and I realized like, oh, this is a great tool for analyzing sentiment, measuring mindshare, and for our team to use it for research. So this is why I put for marketers and traders here, or even crypto enthusiasts. There is likely a lot of these screenshots you're seeing, these bubbles. You sign in and it teaches you quickly that's what snaps are, which are points similar to apps that you get for, I guess, ranking on total crypto Twitter mindshare or a project's mindshare. Now, the UX is really nice. I think this makes me feel really good, but I'm questioning, like, is that true? Because like top 1%, that's like something I would send to my Asian parents and be like, check this out. But that's crazy. It makes me wonder if not enough people are actually scraped and labeled, because I don't think I should be in the top 1%. These graphs, but for example, I can't click into this. So smart followers are helpful if you're a brand or project and you want to see who has some type of high reputational score that is following you or interested about your project, so you can reach out to them. And you can only hover and see some of these. So unlike Kaito's pay tool, if I go to smart following and I type in my name, the first thing is I have, according to Kaito, 1.18K, and on Cookie.fun there's a little bit less at 985. So that actually could be the way they're labeling this information is different, and maybe there's just less people here. But going back to Kaito, I could actually see who recently followed me that is considered smart and use this as outreach, for example. It's laid out is really visually appealing. So token sentiment, it's kind of funny. I am very bullish on Kaito. Yeah, we've been customers. We're also friends with Cookie. We've ran marketing events with both of them. I don't know if I can edit this video and add images, but here's the images. And some of these projects I've only tweeted about once, or I wasn't even talking about token sentiment or shilling. So I think it's interesting this pops up. Also, noise is pre-TGE. So it looks like they're including projects that may or may not have a token. I'm not sure what is considered smart here, so I would like to see some type of information, like a pop-up that tells me what it means. And I think also I'm not able to see like the timestamps. And this too, so I'm not sure if this is everyone in the last year or last 30 days. It'd be cool to filter. But overall, for a free tool, like you can get a snapshot of a lot of things. So I'll just click on Jesse's because that's the first one. Like that's cool that you can actually explore and see other people's profiles, because I think on the free version, if we go to Yapper leaderboards, let's just click on CT leaderboard. Let's load. If I click on somebody, so who's number one? ICO Beast. I think the only information I can get is their mind share over time. Where on Cookie.fun, you can get a lot more. So you can see projects that Jesse has contributed to, and also who is in his social vicinity, which again, you won't know the exact time frame, but you have a bit more. So let's go back. If we go to the main page, there is also kind of like the homepage of crypto Twitter, I suppose. I'm not sure what global sentiment means. I don't know if this is like fear and greed index. This is really hard to read, but it looks like they will be distributing snaps soon. So there's going to be some sort of snaps campaign, which I'm interested to see how this is going to be pulled off, because Cookie is post TGE, where when Kaito launched their Yaps program, they were pre-TGE, and then now they have some like retention mechanisms by onboarding projects and becoming like a distribution channel, essentially, where rewards get shared with people who are staking Kaito or using Kaito. There is also a news feed here. So here it's nice. You can actually filter by 3 months, year to date, would ask for a custom time range, good sentiment, bad sentiment. So let's look in the last 24 hours maybe. I'm going to compare this with the Yapper leaderboard. So let's go into pre-TGE arena here. And again, this is also free from Kaito, so anyone can look at this. So in the last 24 hours for pre-TGE, the top projects are Huma Finance, Great Yield, Bearing Protocol, Infinex, Magic Newton, Abstract. So it's slightly different because here it is Cookie, Succinct. Oh, sorry, for post-TG, pre-TG, Succinct, Abstract. It looks like Huma is not even tracked here. So yeah, it could be just like it's not scraped or labeled or however these AIs work. Let's look at the last 7 days, because I'm surprised that Infinex isn't even on the last 24 hours when it's number 2 here. So last 7 days, Infinex is number 1. And when you click on this on the free side, you get their mind share. And here it's number 2 after virtuals. So let's click on Infinex and see what a project profile looks like. Okay, so this is quite nice. You can see positive and negative. It is reminding you it is pre-TGE. Also, there's discoverability here. You can see what it's similar to, but I'm not sure how it's similar. It's the free version of Infinex, and let's actually see if they have a Yapper leaderboard, which they do, and then we can compare. So in the last 7 days, it looks like Simon, Kane, Dune were the top 3. And for here, we have completely different people. Kane is the 7th. The other thing is, I'm not sure like who is contributing to negative or positive sentiment. Ollie from our friends at Blockmates. So it looks like he is very bullish on Infinex, but I don't see him on this dashboard. Okay. There's also some other things you can see. So you can see bad sentiment here. I don't think it realizes that this is a shitpost from Kane. I'm curious if this changes on the right when we change the time frames. It looks like it is. So it looks like you can adjust this and see different things in the smart feed. Yeah, I think it'd be helpful to know, to hover over and see what that means. So honestly, like for a free tool, there's a ton of features that you can see, more deeply. You know, like the fact that you can actually go into a profile, get a quick snapshot of what are the good and negative things people are possibly saying. You may need to fact check it. So let's actually go into Kaito Pro and let's compare it. So Infinex is here. Let me move this down and let's put this on 3 months. Whoa, okay, so when I zoom out to 3 months for Infinex, it actually looks like it's missing a lot here, and they did not get any mind share until recently, even though they had Bull Run, a campaign going on. So on Kaito, this is the last 12 months. Let's do 3 months. It kind of looks similar, right? There is a bit more analysis by AI here. So you can hover over and you can also click and see exactly what happened that day across different channels. So I guess the graph looks similar, but you may need to verify things. You can also filter by, different date ranges here. So, I mean, Kaito is definitely, this is an expensive tool. We've been paying for it. I think for a free tool, especially for these types of audiences, like I mentioned, like really for brands, what brands are going to care about is something that is accurate with tracking who is actually contributing mindshare to us. And also the fact that these tools are now turning into distribution platforms or discovery platforms. So if we're able to use this to get net new people to learn about us, that is also a positive. And the more that they start thinking about how do we actually retain users, how do we get them on our chain, on our app, and come back, so recurring daily active users, the more these platforms can contribute to that, that will be helpful too. Ultimately, that is dependent on your product though. Now, for creators, I think wherever you have access to the best deals, I mean, that's subjective. This stuff is not live yet. So it looks like, oh, here's a pop-up. It'd be nice to have these pop-ups on the rest. But like, let me go, what's on social? Okay, this is the homepage. So if I go back to my profile, here's another sneak peek at the invites. If you need one, I only have 4 left. This campaigns piece is locked here. So there's probably going to be some future event where projects can directly reach out to creators that maybe they will pay or give snaps to for sharing or posting about them. So yeah, it's going to become a marketplace essentially. And in terms of the sentiment and mindshare measurement, I think this is where I'd love, like, these products are black boxes, so we don't really know how well it's working, or how it works essentially. And I know that to scrape this information, like even this video, I'm not sure if these tools can pick it up because that takes a lot of compute to get the visual read, the audio, if I add text overlays or images, also understanding that. But it takes a lot of compute to actually understand what people are saying and if it's good or bad. I think like this is, I'm not sure if I necessarily believe I'm the top 1% year to date. I also am not sure how many people are indexed on Cookie.fun. But of course, this as a free tool and as something that just came out yesterday, I really like how the UX and visualization looks. So that's my quick video and quick overview. Thanks for watching.